Hey everyone, it's Mossy Man back here for another live stream. I've made small adjustments to my audio, so I'm kind of making sure they're all relatively normal. Okay. We should be fine. Hey Keegan, can you tell me real quick how my audio levels are gonna sound? Like, is the background music blasting? Is my microphone too loud? Stuff like that. Yeah, long time no see. Because I turned up my background audio because in the last couple streams I noticed that like it's literally inaudible. Like you cannot hear it. Because I've been changing it so that it's in the background like it's supposed to be. And then sometimes it gets like really, really, really loud. And then other times it's just like you can't hear it at all. Audio's good? Okay, perfect. That means we can basically get started. Do like one more thing and then we're good. Okay, oh, I could just get right into it. So obviously you can see the title. The reason why the title says what the 1.17 update's gonna mean is because I looked up like a handful of things right before stream. So I have a bit of an idea of what the 1.17 update is gonna mean for generating worlds. And the reason why I'm kind of looking into it is because I'm worried about the possibility of this hardcore world not being transferable. Specifically because, like, obviously, you know, this isn't a 1.17 world. And the way the 1.17 worlds are generating is there's significantly different Y levels now. So they added 128 blocks of maneuverability. Never fight the warden in hardcore. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna change my camera settings real quick. Just gotta edit transform. Let's do this. That looks hilarious. Now let's make that. That's slightly better. I don't know. We can reduce this a little bit. Just like that. Yeah, that looks good. Perfect. Yeah, so the warden in netherite armor, I don't know about the enchantments and how that affects it, but the warden in netherite armor could 2-tap me. So yeah, I plan to get away from that also. I was reading a couple of things. I actually haven't been doing a huge amount of research in the 1.17 update because I always like to basically just explore it whenever it comes. But I did hear everyone was like, oh, the warden's like really strong melee powers. I'll just build up 3 blocks and hit it from there. Apparently it actually has a way to get around that. I don't know what it is, but apparently there's a way for, like, they made it to where, like, you can't just use that as an easy out to get away from it. Because I saw it, they didn't even explain it, but I saw something. I don't remember if it was a video that I saw on Instagram or like YouTube or whatever. But they were talking about the warden, and they're like, the warden can naturally, like, 2-shot people, even in netherite. And then they're like talking about all this stuff, and they're like, similar to the Iron Golem, many people have strategized that using just 3 to 4 blocks and then sitting up there with a bow or a sword or whatever to kill it would be a good idea. However, this is not, and they didn't elaborate past that. And I'm like, why not though? Why can't we? Is there a reason? So, hey Fresh, I don't know how the warden will be able to get around like the towering method against it, but apparently it can. Oh, important thing. In between this stream and the last stream, I AFK'd for like a full weekend. It'll do a roar. Is that an attack I can do? Yeah, but okay, so I AFK'd at the gold farm for like a full weekend because I had to head back home. And I have this to show for it. Pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, but I literally left my computer, my hardcore world running on my computer, and walked away and drove 3 hours north and was like, I hope it's okay. Yeah, it was hilarious. I also, let me show you all the gold farm real quick. I mean, probably also seen it already, but you know, still. Yeah. Yeah, if this was real life, that would be astronomically heavy. Because what, a meter by a meter of gold, because that's what one block is like already really heavy. Because gold is dense. I did some mining off camera. It's okay, it wasn't mining, it was AFK farming. There's a difference. Okay, so the gold farm, as you can see, we broke through the nether. We broke through the nether not last stream, but like a stream ago. And we built this farm. Now the farm originally only had this storage system, these 6 double chests as a storage system. But I was like, if I'm gonna AFK this, I need more. So I built this. This is an automated sorting system. The only thing these chests, all of these chests right here, except for these last 3, I didn't actually sort them. I was too lazy to. Well, basically what happened was I was AFK in the AFK area, which is this. This is at the block limit currently. And just sat there for what would be like, 36 hours? Because I was literally gone for a day and a half. While piglins were spawning. And the whole time piglins were spawning, jumping down and dying. The whole time. By the end of it, this is a way to naturally get rid of things like rotten flesh, swords, anything besides gold nuggets, so that I can collect as many gold nuggets as I possibly can. It overfilled with golden nuggets. So to help me organize it, I added these 3 sections of chests and then just linked them up to the hoppers. While the whole time while this thing was throwing it out. So I don't know at one point it overfilled, but at one point in time it overflowed and was just throwing golden nuggets into the lava as well. Admittedly, I don't know how many, because it is kind of a slow like system. As you can see, it does back up easily. I need to find a better way to do this actually. Chicken. I really don't know how to make that a better system actually. I'll need to look into that. But basically, yeah, I don't need that. That's chump change. Did you not see these shulker box full of gold blocks I showed you? I don't need to collect 1 or 2 golden swords I'm going to have to waste coal on to smell it. Like, bro, gold is literally no object to me anymore. Like, I probably have more gold collected right now than I have dirt collected. And that's only a little bit of an exaggeration. But yeah, we'll have to fix this system because I thought it was okay, but it clearly isn't. But whenever I came back from my AFK session, I emptied out my whole inventory into here so that I could basically just take inventories full of nuggets, change them into ingots, and then into blocks, and then I put them all in this chest, and then I put them in here. No, you're right. You're right. But I just felt like flexing a little bit more. Also, I never put ladders on this whole thing, so that's the reason why I'm rocketing around. And also because it's faster. But yeah, I thought I would mention that. I basically, the day that I was leaving college to go back home for the weekend, I spent the morning setting this up, then put it on AFK. It's not a redstone clock. It's reliant on a comparator. A redstone clock would be better, honestly, in this situation. But I set it as a comparator because I thought it would keep up, but it really doesn't. So yeah, I'm not going to deal with that now. Because, quite honestly, I don't really need gold for, I don't know, ever, I guess. But yeah, yeah, just wanted to touch on that subject. Because we literally overflowed what's like maybe 32 chests of just gold nuggets. The sad thing is, obviously, the only way I can harvest them is through nuggets. So there's no good way for me to get. Yeah, I honestly don't really know how to use comparators that well either. But the way that comparator is being used right now is it detects what's inside. It detects that there's something inside the dropper, and it releases a small redstone signal. And then I used a piece of redstone and a repeater to make that signal stronger, and then I sent it to the dropper so that the dropper would drop whatever was inside of it, unpowering the comparator, because now there's nothing in the dropper for the comparator to sense, letting the next thing come in. Because whenever you power something, it also shuts off like what it can take in. That's the reason why hoppers in sorting systems work. So actually, let me show you the iron golem farm, because that also has the same sorting system. And depositing system for poppies, except this one works a little bit better because I don't AFK it. And because it just isn't as fast. I don't think it's backed up, at least. I don't know. It shouldn't be. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine right now. But the way these are powered is this. There's comparators looking at each hopper, and each hopper is looking towards the comparator. And it has iron in it, and blocks that can't really go through because they're named. And basically the comparator goes, whenever there's iron that passes into here, more than 41 for some reason, I don't really know why the numbers are there. The comparator goes, block, sends redstone signal, this, blah, blah, blah. And whenever hoppers are powered, they don't let anything inside of them. So, like, if I were to, I don't know, put something inside this one, it wouldn't drop down to this one. It might go into this chest, but it wouldn't drop down to this one because it's powered. But yeah, and I've actually been storing all the iron that I've been getting in here instead of moving it. So that's why there's blocks here when you don't actually get blocks from killing iron golems. Yeah, no, I'm bad at redstone too. I had to Google that. I think that's Shulkercraft's design. I've seen a design by Mumbo Jumbo, and I've actually used one in the past. I don't think it's the same as the one Mumbo does, but that's the one Shulkercraft has. I don't want to hit the cows. Oh my god. Oh, I have to make a full netherite beacon. Yeah. No. Also, I have to go over here. No. So, actually, the Iron Golem farm, I set up the sorting system purely out of clout. You don't need to do it that way. This is actually a really easy farm. So yeah, you still don't need to kill them yourself, because this is actually really easy. They just fall in there. There's no redstone in the whole farm until I added a better sorting system. The entire farm is redstone free, honestly. See that? Oh yeah, the wither fight, pretty nasty. Which, I was actually looking into something. I was looking into how to make a wither skeleton farm. I found one guy. I found his video. It was actually kind of cool because he made an automated version as well as a manual one. Oh, and by the way, I also don't know which one it was, but we lost a salmon. There was a salmon that used to sit in this corner, and he's dead now. I don't know where he went, but I noticed it last time we were on. I just couldn't remember. If I'm being honest, I think its name was Diamonds. I think there used to be a salmon here named Diamonds. There's no longer a salmon there. It's okay. We still have Benjamin over here, though. What's up, Benjamin? How you doing? Good to see you. Obviously, we got cat and dog. And then we got all of our other dudes. But yeah, we it's really funny because I have this, but then I have even more diamonds downstairs. What should I do today? I actually don't really have a plan. But I did want to basically touch on the idea. Yeah, diamonds. Oh yeah, I don't know if you've seen this, Keegan. Oh, and the cool thing is these are all half slabs and stairs, so mobs can't spawn in here even though it's dark. So the idea is whenever you walk in, you're like, oh. And it's not too irritating to use because for one, I have like a lot of separate storage systems that I'm working with. And two, honestly, I don't actually have that many items. Oh yeah, whenever you leave, blah, blah, blah. You have a second or two before it closes. And obviously, if you're in a chest and then it closes, it'll keep you, yeah. But yeah, yeah. I don't know. I started moving some of our inventories, around. Recently, I've been playing a lot of Warzone. I was tempted to do a Warzone stream, but the last time I tried streaming Warzone, everything just, like, was ruined. Like, Warzone crashed, and then it crashed Streamlabs, so the stream ended really, really early when it wasn't supposed to. So it was kind of disappointing. Anyways. Yeah, but we gotta... Let me actually... I think what I should do is I should consolidate our diamonds. Because we have a really large amount of diamonds if we would just put them all together. Let me make sure they're not anywhere else. Okay, and then we have another one over here, I think. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I think obviously it didn't work, but I don't blame him for trying to do that. Because he realized that literally hundreds of people after he did that were like, yo, this is a pretty good series idea. Like, literally, the amount of people that I've watched do the 100 days or whatever is astounding. So I really can't blame him for being like, yo, some sweet ad revenue from, like, you know, hundreds of other YouTube channels. I'll take that. Because literally, like, just to name the last two that I have on my head right now, or three. There's Wadzi. Wait, what was the other one? Obviously, yeah, Wadzi, Paul GG, and then there was another guy that I recently watched a video on that was doing like hardcore challenges for like 100 days. I think it was Forgecraft or Forgesmith or something. I don't know. But yeah, I can't blame him for like thinking, hey, maybe I should actually see if I can isolate like that style of video. Because if you notice, most people also have been doing that style of video that he did, where they like, because okay, look at the way he does the video. Let me go into my talking mode. Sorry, it's this one. The way he does the video is whenever he's playing, he has a notepad like pulled up. He has notes. He writes down what he did for that day. He has an agenda. He does exactly what he's supposed to. What other people do is they take the exact same format. They might do a handful of different things, but he takes the exact same format and they all do the exact same thing. So I understand, yeah, it is kind of like trying to copyright like a whole genre. I understand that. But at the same time, I can't blame him for being like, come on. Because it's like, I don't know. I don't blame him for being like high key. Like he was kind of one of the earlier ones to do like, oh, here's my hardcore challenge and here's how I did it. Because obviously people have been playing hardcore Minecraft forever now. So I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, he has the rights to hardcore Minecraft. But the format of video he had was unique. As far as I've seen, his format was pretty unique. Because what other people have been doing is just kind of copying what he'd done. So I understand why you're like, it doesn't really make sense to copyright, like, the 100 days, like, hardcore challenge or whatever. But it did kind of make sense at the same time. Boom. Yeah, that's kind of true. Because admittedly, at the same time, like, it's not that big of a deal. Because obviously, you know, he got most of, like, the recognition for doing stuff like that out of everyone else. Because at the same time, if you look at everyone else who's done the 100-day challenges, almost every single one's like, yeah, obviously this is going to try and rival up against Luke the Notable's worlds. Like, every single person who does the hardcore challenges also acknowledges that they aren't the first person to do it. So I understand that, like, it's a little excessive to be like, I'm going to see if I can get, like, if I can get copyright claims on the other people who have done it. So it is excessive. But part of me was like, the thing I'm kind of angry about is, I'm not going to say that all the people who have done it do it the exact same way, but they do mimic his format, like, to a T. And honestly, like, I don't really have a great idea of how I would do it, but I don't know. Lol. People having different opinions and not causing a war. What a sight to see. Yeah. I do think it was kind of justified, but I mean, you are right. Like, he can't just be like, yo, people can't do hardcore now. That would be like Philza, who, obviously, if you don't know, the guy that died in his 5-year hardcore world, that's what everyone knows him for. Played a massive amount of hardcore, streamed basically every day for 5 years straight on his one world in hardcore, and was absolutely amazing. But even he can't just be like, yeah, no one else can do hardcore. You just hide in a hole for 100 days. Well, what's funny is, I did the equivalent of AFKing for 100 days over that weekend. Because 100 days is 33 hours in hardcore. Or it's 33 hours in Minecraft. Because every day-night cycle is 20 minutes. Obviously, if you're sleeping, it goes by a little bit faster. Hey, Brennan, welcome to the stream, bro. So, like, every day in Minecraft is 20 minutes long. There's 13 minutes day, 7 minutes night. If you skip the 7 minutes, obviously your gameplay reduces significantly for how many hours it takes you to pass certain days. But 100 days, if you don't sleep at all, is literally like on the dot 33 like point something hours. You have a nickname for baby zombies? Satan. Lol. See, we have a baby zombie downstairs that's in gold. That's why I kept him. Did you see him earlier? I'll go show y'all again. I captured a baby zombie wearing gold armor while I was mining down there one day. It was off camera, but I showed him like the stream after that. So he's actually been down there for quite some time now. I think I mentioned this a while ago, but I think I'm not gonna do a 100 days video, but I think Loki, I wouldn't mind doing like a 1,000-day like recap. Yeah, here's our little dude. We replaced Big Slime because we had captured a Big Slime in there originally. Yeet. 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 I was about to say, he's going to incur the wrath of everything in me. Yeah, but we found this guy. I haven't named him yet. A Minecraft day was 24 minutes. 12 in day, 12 at night. I mean, it might have been at one point, but most recently, I mean, I Googled it a while ago. I Googled it a while ago. So, I mean, I don't know. Whatever I found might be wrong. So, you might be right. It might also depend on versions, because it might be like, Bedrock might be like 24 minutes. Or it might be the 20 minutes, and I just got them backwards. But yeah, I know for a fact it's like 33 hours of gameplay to do 100 days in Minecraft, because that's like, everyone that's like, here's my 100-day video. Over the next 100 days in Minecraft, you're going to be seeing the compilation of 33 hours of gameplay. Like, everyone's intro is something like that. On my Minecraft world, I called my bull William after your William. Lol, William Bose. When you have wall hacks in Minecraft. So I mentioned this, but I've been playing a lot of Warzone, but I've also been watching a lot of Warzone. And I'm really having fun of people making fun of Symphony. He's a big Warzone guy, very good at game, much better than myself, obviously. And people will run around in the game, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, I'm playing on Symphony's computer right now," and they're like, and what they're trying to mimic is people who like have aimbot on and wall hacks. Is sometimes whenever you spectate a hacker, you can see their cursor or their crosshair will automatically drag to a person, and they'll just be running, and all of a sudden they snap to a person, and it's like there's no way of them knowing, so it's definitely machine ran. You're so bad at spelling. You had to ask how to spell William. I feel that. I'm honestly really bad at spelling. Like, no jokes. I'm horrible at it. Part of it's because when I type, I don't know why, but my right hand's so much worse at typing than my left hand. Like, significantly worse. Because my left hand knows where all the keys are. My right hand doesn't know where all the keys are. So whenever I have to type, like, a period, a comma, colons or semicolons, or even, like, L's, I get confused because my pinky and my ring finger, like, don't know where to go, so I have to look. So when I'm typing, I'll naturally look down and lift my right hand. And it's really weird. Because my left hand's fluent. My left hand can do everything. It's, like, all good. Like, because I can sit down and, like, type out a sentence. Like, okay. But I need colons. That's possible. There's a colon. Oh, just meant to do a question mark. Perfect. Quotation marks. I just pressed enter instead of... Okay. You get the idea. But yeah, I actually am left-handed. Recently, I saw a video on Instagram, and it was like, if you're ever playing and you're like, oh, I have really bad aim right now, like you're playing Warzone or a shooting game or whatever, and you're thinking, oh, I have really bad aim right now. I saw the guy do this, and he was like, oh, do you want to do a test? It helps basically warm your like cerebral cortex, which handles most of your like decision making and like fine motor skills. That's the reason why whenever your brain bleeds, sometimes your motor skills can be affected. So whenever you get concussions, that's why it's sometimes like Yeah. He was like, the really simple test is you take your hands and you're gonna just flip them like this. For more effective, you like close your eyes, so you just have to feel it out basically. And you do that with both hands. And now if one of your hands is doing worse, basically it just means you have to get a little bit more warmed up. Because it does handle your like fine motor skills. So for like shooting games, if you're on a controller, obviously you're like all your hands and stuff like that are going to be doing like fine motor skills. If you're on a keyboard, obviously your left hand is going to have to like pressing keys, and your right hand's going to be dealing with, you know, for me, I only have a handful of extra buttons on my mouse. But you know, you get the idea. So he's like, a warm-up or a really simple exercise is you're going to take your hands and do circles with like individual fingers, and it helps warm up your cerebral to do fine motor skills. So I don't know if that helps. It might. All I know is part of the reason why I think I'm better at typing with my left hand than my right hand is because I've been playing video games on mouse and keyboard for so long, because my left hand is always resting on the keys and it kind of knows where they are. Games on keyboard, yeah. The thing is, I can feel for people who like say they are not comfortable on mouse and keyboard, because admittedly I firmly believe it's easier to play video games on mouse and keyboard, but you're gonna have to get used to it. I am left-handed, but my keyboard actually still goes on the right side, or my mouse still goes on the right. So I still control my mouse with my right hand. I throw with my right hand. I do everything else with my right hand, but my left hand writes. So, I mean, I'm technically left hand dominant. Also, I saw the creeper and I immediately pulled out my bow, but it's literally in the creeper farm. Do you like search and peck or whatever? There's a site that I used to play on all the time. I mean, I say play, but it wasn't really a site for play. It was a site to do like keyboard exercises. It was Keyboard Hero or Key Hero, I think. And it's like they have exercises, but like my like typing class, because we had like a technology class in elementary school, we'd go and sit in front of like really trashy Macs, and then, you know, obviously just sit and type out paragraphs. What's funny is whenever we would do that, we would never do the actual typing practices, because it had practices where it would have things like the left side of the alphabet and the right side of the alphabet, and I'm saying the left and the right side because obviously your keyboard, the QWERTY keyboard layout, because there's different layouts of the keyboard if you don't know. The QWERTY keyboard layout is one of the most common ones, and it's laid out by how often the letters are used in the normal dialect. So normal dialect, obviously your primary letters is going to be the center column where your fingers naturally rest. So that's going to be A, S, D, F, G, H, J, K, L. So those are the ones that you're most going to use. Wait, this is more like a talking stream than a Minecraft stream. It really is, because I keep changing back to my presenting mode. But yeah. So the QWERTY style layout is specifically made for like how often you use certain letters. So it would do exercises like in a certain pattern of basically typing out just QWERTY. So it's practicing your left hand on the top letters, and then it would also at the same time would have you typing out patterns of YUIOP, which is the top half of your right hand. So basically the exercise would in a random pattern have like WUTQIOERPT, So basically, just in a random pattern, it would list the top half of the keyboard. So you just get used to finding and like having it muscle memorized which finger does what and goes where for which letter. In our class, we would literally never do that. We would always just do the test mode. The test mode on that website, basically the way it worked, it was really simple, honestly kind of fun. It pulled up random quotes that had been submitted onto the site. So we had things like Harry Potter, we had things like Twilight, like really basic stuff. We had Martin Luther King quotes, Einstein quotes, literally just random famous quotes. And you can also like submit your own. So you, like a lot of people would like with their like little key hero account, they would submit like quotes that either they or like their friends had or whatever. So random quotes would pop up of random lengths between like 150 characters to like a whole paragraph. Oh, you do the same thing? Typing competition. Nice. Oh, also, I want to get another villager in here because I realized it the other day, but there's 6 beds and there's only 5 villagers. So, y'all all have guys' names, but I'm just gonna throw down some food and look away. You can also have the seeds. I don't want to know. Well, not so. It was this. What you typed? Were you trying to say synonym? Yeah, it's with Y's, not I's. I'm actually not super sure on how to spell it, but that's not right. I'll be honest, that doesn't quite look right. Oh, let me test if our bot is actually working. My little stream deck that Wesley gave me, I can press a button so I don't have to like go into the chat and type it out. And it just sends pre-written commands or like words. Nice, it's on. Anyways. More or less. The thing is, like, there were certain words that you definitely weren't allowed to put in there, and there was other words that it was like, it's fine. So as long as they weren't like racial slurs, for the most part, those wouldn't make it in. There was a handful of bad words that were accepted because they were like part of like traditional famous quotes. So it was like, what are we gonna do? Ignore this? That wasn't said. Nice. Oh, nice. You made a new account. Yeah, I remember you mentioning the fact that you got banned. What's cool is, I don't know if it will happen, but if you follow, like, right now, I don't know if it'll do the notification. Oh, it will! That's awesome. Human boy, okay. I love when notifications actually pop up on stream, because it makes me feel so much more successful for not doing anything. Yeah. It's awesome. Yeah, but what's funny is I actually still low-key use that typing site. I haven't really been on it recently, but like throughout my senior year of high school, whenever I was bored in a class, because our classes, we had Chromebooks at our high school. They were like really trashy Chromebooks, but we had like gotten them that year, and I was like, yo, this is awesome, because we could actually, you know, use computers in our school without bringing our own or going to the computer lab. Hey, thank you. I swear, someday I'll actually use Twitch more often. It's just, for one, I'm not as used to streaming on Twitch, and 2, it has some weird settings. Like, you think YouTube's bad with its like, oh, if you're not monetized, it sucks? Twitch is so much worse. Because there's certain things that are only unlocked once you get past like a certain like kind of crazy number. Like, I think it's like, what is it? I don't know, but basically, like, for one, if you don't have a certain amount of followers, apparently like you can't adjust, like followers, for example, like viewers can't adjust what quality the video is, so they're forced to buffer on videos when they could just reduce the quality. And I don't know if that's like a thing still, but it used to be a thing where literally like they would have to watch at the quality was being streamed instead of like reducing the quality. Do a Kahoot stream? What would I do on Kahoot? I don't That sounds like a video I've seen, but I don't know. I don't know. We could do like Mossy Man trivia. Lol. I would just get Ashley to make a Kahoot quiz for us. Because even though Ashley's like a pretty reliable viewer, at the same time, I feel like she would probably put some things in there that are super incorrect. One day I'll actually like organize this instead of what it is right now. Because right now what it is basically we have our minerals. These two chests over here are mainly just stone. These two are like just kind of whatever. Then we have our woods chests. And then we have what I'm kind of call our home decor chest, because it has things like job blocks, beds, crafting tables, lanterns, like just kind of like various stuff that you could use to like put in a house. Further down we have mob drops. We have farmables, and then I'm pretty sure these are all empty. Over here we have nether stuff. So we have potions, and then we have materials you can find in the nether. Yeah. That game might be a good idea. Yeah. So I've actually... What's funny is I keep getting all these ideas for doing things in like Minecraft, for doing things on the channel, or stream ideas or video ideas, and I'm just so lazy because I don't want to do them. The thing is, I do want to do them, but like some of them are like editing ideas, and like, oh, I want to edit a video a certain way, or I want to do a video and one of the things I want to throw in there is a certain style of editing that's going to be really weird for me since I'm not good at editing, and I'm also really lazy and I don't like to do editing because it's tedious and hard. Oh. I bought a laptop. Kind of off topic, but I bought a laptop. It's a nice little HP laptop. Has really low RAM, but that's fine. Because I'm not really going to need a bunch of it, but I think I have spring break coming up. It's only a week long, but I mean, I can stay on campus, but I'm not really a big fan of staying on campus right now. And also, my brother wants to go home. Since we go to the same college and everything, you know, if one of us goes home, I'm like, I might as well. So while I'm there, the thing is, it's not worth bringing my entire PC setup 3 hours north, like unplugging everything, driving it all the way up there, getting set up there, just to do a stream or two. So what I'm probably gonna do, and if you didn't know this, but most of the storage, I actually have really small storage on my PC. It's half a terabyte, but it's on an SSD. Half a terabyte is 500 gigabytes. Which, I mean, isn't bad for a laptop, but for a PC, it's actually pretty bad. And it's because I always had the intention of buying a hard drive and putting it in. So my intention was to always buy like a terabyte or 2 terabyte hard drive to put it in as like a secondary. You know, so I'd have my main SSD drive, and that's where I would put things like, you know, some of my video games, some more important things, and then I'd have my secondary, which would have more video games that I might not play as much. Yeah, so if you don't know, the desks at our university have the little slide away thing. So I guess the idea is, oh, you would slide it out and put a keyboard there. So there's like a, I don't even know how to explain it. There's like a counter that you can pull out underneath your desk, and I have my laptop sitting on it. So that's where I've been storing my laptop, as well as like a little bit of paper. So I know that looked like I basically was just had it in my lap the whole time, and I was like, oh. I realize why that can be confusing. It was in my pocket. I have really big legs, so I've got really big pockets. What's this? Why is that gone? Okay, but yeah, yeah, so my intention was to always buy a hard drive and put it in, because you can connect multiple hard drives and SSDs to a PC as long as you have the cables and like the motherboard space for it, basically. Obviously, I helped build my PC, but it's not like I actually know my PC that well, and it's not like I know PCs in general that well. But yeah, basically, because I haven't gotten the actual hard drive that I wanted to put inside my PC yet, I bought an external hard drive because I was like, this is going to be a little bit more useful for now. It's a 5 terabyte external hard drive, which is 10 times the amount of space my PC has. So it's massive. It was like 120 bucks. So honestly, sounds weird, but it's pretty good price considering I got so much storage out of it. Because that's like 20 bucks for a terabyte of storage. Like, you know, some people pay 20 bucks for a 32 gigabyte flash drive, which is trash. But yeah, basically my plan is, because it's an external hard drive, so I can unplug it whenever time. I can use it like a flash drive, basically. I'm going to be taking it with me, and I'm going to have videos stored on it, and then I'm going to do editing over spring break, hopefully. Because there's no way I can stream with the laptop, and there's no way I can stream with the Wi-Fi at home. Because obviously, you remember over Christmas break, me streaming there, it sucks. Guess what? You have a Kahoot. Did you just make me a Kahoot? Why? Why would you do that? Oh, I forgot to mention, the actual effects of updating to 1.17. This is the whole reason why I named it what 1.17 will mean. So the thing is, one of the main worries I had with the world was not being able to load it, because, fun fact, recently people have been playing the 1.17 snapshot. Whoa, crazy. And some of them have realized that they can't open their 1.16 worlds and load them up in 1.17 snapshot yet. Because one, it hasn't been integrated to do so, and two, some people are worried because of the way that the Y-axis will generate now, because obviously Bedrock move down, Sky build limit move up, you know. A lot of people are worried that you literally won't be able to transfer your worlds. So I did a little bit of Google searching. Hello. Did a little bit of Google searching, and I found a handful of things out. First off, we don't actually know what's going to happen yet, as far as what I've heard. So the two possibilities aren't necessarily going to happen, but there's a possibility of both so far, is what it sounds like. One sounds like it could literally reset the world, which would be an issue. The other sounds like it won't reset the world, but there's going to be a handful of weird things with it. There's going to be something called chunk errors. And if you don't know what chunk errors are, they're kind of funny, actually. That's why a chunk should be a 16 by 16 by 16. That wouldn't be too bad of an idea. However, there's a lot of issues with that. For one, that means they would have to load in, load in chunks separately vertically, which would have a handful, like, when I say a handful of issues, I mean like a handful of issues. So, for example, if you're experiencing a huge amount of lag, and I'm not saying this is super possible, but if you're experiencing a huge amount of lag in your mining, I think we've all experienced that one glitch when you're playing on that old PC on some older worlds, and you load in, and all of a sudden you're falling through the world, but then all of a sudden it catches you, and you have to, like, break some stones so you don't suffocate. Well, if it's loading vertically, that's going to happen a lot more often. And it also means whenever you're mining, for example, you could literally fall out of the world because you might be able to glitch your way through bedrock by accident. That's the issue with it vertically loading. It also means whenever you're flying, it's going to take more because, like, obviously, yeah, you don't load as much up and down, but every time you fly up and down vertically, it's going to load in those chunks. So it's going to be a little bit weirder. Okay, yeah. So the second possibility is actually what we're hoping for. We're hoping for chunk errors. Because what a chunk error would be is theoretically it would take the chunks we've already loaded in, and let's say we've never gone past this field, even though we have. Let's say we haven't. Just past this area. Let's say these are all chunks we've loaded in, but this little village right here isn't a chunk we've loaded in, and it's one of the mountain biomes. What would happen is it would dramatically just cut off and go straight up. So it would look really funny. And one of the reasons why this is speculation is because in multiple pasts, there were times when this happened during updates. So the most recent one I can think of that I saw pictures of was the difference between 1.15 and 1.16 Nether, because it happens in both worlds, in both dimensions. So there would be differences in the Nether and stuff. So you see these massive walls of netherrack, and you're like, why is that there? It's because it loaded in during the 1.16 update when your world's a 1.15 update. So it's a chunk you just loaded in. Or 3 make / reload the only command that even with the cheat. So I did see something about that, reloading chunks into the 1.17 update. I'm pretty sure I honestly I don't really know enough to talk about it. I'll be honest. I still need to do more a little bit of research. But I actually talked with Josh because I know him in person, in real life, but he watches the streams every once in a while. We got a chance to talk while I was back in town, and he mentioned the 1.17 update, and we talked about it. And I basically told him my plan is if it can't transfer, or if it transfers and it just resets everything, I'm thinking, we had a great run in this world. It was really fun. Really liked this world. We'll just have to restart. Which sucks, but I would be okay with it. Yeah, Brennan, what you sent me, that's a very accurate description of what a chunk error is. That's the definition of it. Exactly what I'm talking about. It would basically look like a bunch of those. So you're on the right track. But it would also have a drastic increase of chunk errors underground as well, where obviously you've seen the massive caverns that are going to be generating 1.17 that we're all super excited for. Those would sometimes just randomly cut off into stone walls into chunks that you've already loaded. So, or you can be mining in chunks you've already loaded and all of a sudden fall into a massive cavern. The one question I have is, so from my understanding of it, is the y-axis will be changing drastically. First off, if you can look at it right now, we're currently at y62. The build limit is at 256. There we are, 256. The new build limit is, let me get to it, 319. So, pretty drastic increase. But also, I'm pretty sure it's going to go down as well. So the world's going to be generated further down as well on the y-axis. So what I heard was they're gonna add like 128 blocks to buildable areas. So obviously the difference between 256 and 319 is not 128. It's 64. I don't know, something like that. But basically, they're adding more to both. New bottom world, new chunk. See, that's what I was hoping for. Because the issue is, I was like, what's going to happen? Is it just going to be like, I guess we'll never generate chunks that low, even though it technically should? Or is it going to do something where, like, in current chunks that are already loaded in, they're just going to load even further down as well? Or are they just going to... Like, I mentioned the idea of making integrated chunks, which would be kind of hard to do, but they would make chunks that specifically have, like, a wall of bedrock so you don't accidentally jump into the void or anything like that. So it specifically is made so it... Yeah. Makes it the same material. Yeah. That could be a way to go. There's on me. I mean, for one, there's a lot of uncertainty. Part of it's created by the fact that I purposely don't look into updates so that I can kind of learn things as we go. Which is funny because every time I say that, I'm like, oh yeah, I just kind of want to learn it on my own. And then every time I get confused, I'm like, Google. Yeah. I mean, I can't say that I've gone completely ignorant to it because I've watched, whose video was it? I think I've watched at least one Mumbo Jumbo video. One Mumbo video on the 1.17 update, obviously, because of the, Skulker. Is it Skulker? I think it is. But yeah, because of the Skulker, sensors, and obviously you can make wireless redstone contraptions. Watched a video where he was testing those out. Watched another video made by, I think, Exumavoid. So I know a little bit about it, but I really don't know that much. And I especially don't know much when it comes to generating worlds or updating worlds. I gave y'all food. Where's the other one? I walked away so you could have some privacy. But where's the other child? Did y'all just say no? Is it because you have such a little space and there's no doors? I can add that. I can make that change. Maybe that's what we should do for the stream, even though it's already been an hour. Maybe we should actually add more space to the villager center for the first time in what, like... Didn't mean to do that. Like, what, 300, 400 days? I'll just chop this one down. Who is texting me? No one important? I can't really say that. It's one of my friends. He got out of boot camp a couple weeks back, and then he went and had to go do, like, he basically immediately started working on another base, apparently. So he's, like, just now getting on his phone for the first time in, like, 6 months. Can't say it's super unimportant, but we got all the important stuff like hellos and goodbyes out of the way, you know? What's he saying? Oh, it wasn't even him. It was just the group chat that he's in. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, the villagers probably did eat the child. Oh yeah, I'll see you later, Keegan. Yeah, we'll just add a little bit to this direction. We need to get some dirt real quick. Yeah, I forgot. I don't have pressure plates or anything. Dirt's down here. Whoop. Whoops, did not mean to do that. It's okay, I was able to open it before it closed. I actually might need more, so it's a good thing I opened it again. Oh, and yeah, I was wrong about having more gold than dirt. That was definitely an exaggeration, but still, matters not. We have a lot of gold. I plan on basically doubling it in size. That is cool. Oh, did you just now see the storage system? Yeah, we added that a while ago. It's very fun. It took me so long to get to work though. And I had to actually do a bunch of work off the stream just to get the redstone down for it. But yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, I can show you how it works in a little bit. They need a higher roof to make babies. I don't think that's true, since that's the same area that they actually breeded in the first place. Because not all of those are cured zombies. Most of them are, but not all of them. But I don't know, you might be right. Either way, I plan on expanding it. Before we do that, we need to make sure I can actually place a foundation for it. So I'm gonna fill this in with dirt, you know? Why are the days going by so quickly in Minecraft right now? Yeah. If I do a 1,000-day recap, by the way, I don't plan on doing the same format that you see for like the 100-day, 200-day, 300-day, and like those videos. I don't plan on using the same format for a handful of reasons. One, it's a huge amount of work. Two, they actually normally have notes on what they did on very specific days, and I no longer have that. So if I wanted to do it, I would have to go back to older streams, wait for basically the day to pop up, and then write down what I did. And I'm not going to be doing that. Plain and simple. Yeah. And along with that, I mean, I'm a fan of the format. It's great, but I don't want to do it. It has to be at least 3 blocks tall. You might be right. I did make it kind of short. But we can fix that pretty easily. Because either way, we're gathering materials to expand it, so I'm going to probably end up expanding it vertically as well as horizontally. And he's in the boat with Boxcat. If you didn't know, there's an emote on YouTube, a really basic one, and it's a cat that's just chilling in a box. And Ashley, our moderator, our sole moderator of the YouTube channel, enters the stream by using that emote every single time she shows up. So I was like, we'll just add it to the Minecraft world. And if you didn't know, there's always like free emojis on like Steam conversations, YouTube, even Twitch. They have like they technically have like a really basic command, like a really, really basic command. You're normally not shown it though. This is what the box sitting inside the, yeah, that one. This is what its command is. I think it's that one. Actually, it might not be. The emote doesn't pop up on the chat box on the screen, so it says this instead normally. Yee. Yee. I think it's that one. I don't know though. Oh, let me bounce something off your head real quick, Brendan. So, I mentioned that I've been watching a lot of Warzone. One of the guys I've been watching is Tim the Tap Man. He's, you know, a decently sized Warzone guy. He used to play a lot of Fortnite. He used to play a lot of like CS:GO. That thing isn't working, by the way. Oh, the chat box right now. Oh, that's right, because I turned it off. I'm sorry. I turned it off because of the Skyblock streams, because I plan on turning those streams into a video, and I didn't want the chat box in the video. So I had it off. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's my bad. Yeah. Excuse me. Who invited you? I don't know. Answer question. He's trying to be tough with it. Yeet. You one of his friends, ain't ya? Is Tim the bald guy? Yes. Yes. That's the one. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least you're not one of the people that's like, oh, he's so fat. Like, I actually low-key hate his fans. Not even kidding. They're so irritating. Because they'll stream snipe him, and even if they, like, and what they'll do is, they'll purposely, like, either try to kill him or get killed by him. And then whenever, like, if you don't know, in Warzone, there's death comms. So whenever you die, you know, the other player can hear you for a second or two. They'll purposely just shout, Tim's fat, Tim's fat, Tim's fat, Tim's fat. And, like, you know, obviously I haven't been watching Tim for that long. But, like, part of me's like, leave him alone. Like, oh my gosh. How? What arrows hit? There we go. But yeah, it's... I mean, it's pretty funny, but it's also like, bro, that's the thing. He's not even, like, he used to be bigger. So, like, I know it's not like baseless, like, them just yelling at him randomly. Like, he used to be bigger, but, like, he's made some, like, pretty, like, undeniable changes recently. So he's gotten a lot slimmer and more active. And he's even mentioned it. So, I don't know. It's just... It's still irritating, though. Because I see it, and I'm like, guys, come on. He's going to snap one day. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Like I mentioned, I basically just plan on doubling the size. Whoops. All right, and I'll probably go ahead and raise it one. Just because even if you're wrong about it having to be too tall, might as well do it anyways. Or having to be like 3 tall. It would look better if it was a little bit taller, so I'll go ahead and do that. I'll just leave that as the only doorway. It's fine. It'll make the building process easier. And I also think I need to add doors. That's another issue. if you remember, my other breeding area is going so much faster because there's doors. Obviously, you know, it is taller. I should have kept it right in the middle. That wouldn't have been horrible, I guess. It would have been a little weird to build around, though. I guess part of me is also like, guys, don't insult him. He can literally beat all of us up. And have you seen him? Like, he's big, and not just in like a fat way. Also in kind of like an intimidating way. Alrighty. Just going to, I guess, raise this by 1. This will raise the whole thing by more than 1, but still, you get the idea. This is to just kind of use up excess wood because I have a lot of it now. Technically, the inside is 2.5 blocks tall because I put slabs as the roof, but obviously that's not enough, so whatever. Yes, he's scary. Okay, yeah, this should just raise it up by 1. Just gotta get rid of all this now. Dang. You know, it's an audio clip that's been sticking with me that I've seen on Instagram a lot. It's the clip where it's like, dang it, I've been banned from Dave & Buster's. Like, I don't know why, but that clip's been sticking with me. Also, I realized that I can't like imitate it very well, but still, you get the idea. One day I'll get great at building, and then my builds won't look like this. I've tried getting better slowly, you know, do really basic things. Look at videos that give me tips. I know I recently remodeled a little like area that we've been using to hold cows on a little server I have with friends. And that went well enough, but I don't know. And I also don't know if I want to make the inside slabs again as well for the roof to get it even like bigger looking. Might as well, I guess. There we go. Obviously just kind of throwing away resources at this point. Alright, let's get this out of the way. But yeah, as you can see, everything's a half slab for the roof. Are you going to make a mega base? Are you going to live in that house forever? So I find it funny that you mentioned that, considering that little shack was our house for the first 500 days. 400, sorry, and this was our house for the 500th day. But yes, I am going to be upgrading the compound, not necessarily the house itself. The area that we're currently living in, see these stone? The edge of it is spawn chunks. So that right there, outside of that is no longer the spawn chunks. Everything inside is spawn chunks. If you don't know what that means, it basically means these are chunks that are always running inside the server. They're always loaded because that's where you spawned in. And it's a good place to put farms and stuff like that because obviously if your farm's in an area that's always spawning in, then it's always running. That's the reason why the Iron Golem farm's here. It's because anytime I'm inside the overworld, the Iron Golem farm is running, which is why it's effective. Even though I like literally never AFK that farm. Yeah. what I plan on doing is basically digging a massive chasm all the way around spawn chunks. And we're going to turn the compound into, I guess, kind of like a mega base. It's going to have, obviously, the villager center. It's all going to be lit up. The only areas that are going to have mob spawning is our creeper farm and our iron golem farm, which has a zombie in it. But yeah, we're going to dig a massive chasm in between us and the rest of the world for our compound area. That's at least the plan. If, for example, the 1.17 update comes out, because that's a plan for, like, kind of down the road. Because I really don't want to start that project right now. Because it's such a monstrosity that I don't know when I'm going to be ready to face that. Because that's not something... That's the type of project that, like... Obviously, you know Philza. That's the type of project that Philza would look at and be like, yeah, that's pretty doable. Work on it for about a month straight, and then it would be done. So, like, it's going to take a second to do something like that. I could speed up. Right now, I'm not a huge fan of using TNT duping machines to fill out or to dig out that chasm. It's not like I'm like, oh no, you shouldn't be using TNT dupers. No, those are fine. I have nothing against them. The issue is I don't know if I want to use them next to my base. I'm not super worried about them like going awry and blowing stuff up. It's more like it would be kind of cool if I did it by hand. But right now, I mean, I kind of know it's going to be way too excessive to do by hand. I'm not going to be able to, you know, dig up everything. Anyways, villager center has become larger. This torch grid, not enough right now. We're gonna have to add at least 4 more, but whatever. It's good enough. It's good enough. Hey guys. How are you feeling? Ooh, that's dark over there. Should probably fix that. Okay, oh, I should also fix that. Really not good at this whole building thing, as touched on before. What's up, bro? You give lantern. Alright, we need to make sure nothing can actually spawn in here. So I need to probably buy more lanterns. And I can actually keep a wall or something like that right here. And I could use it to my advantage and make that like doorways, and it'll help villagers spawn. Or help villagers breed more. But for now, we're just going to be taking it down and lighting up the area. Because realistically, I only want to add 1 more just because I have the beds for it. That's kind of like a dumb reason, but you know, just kind of be like that. Villager center, big no. Yay. Take all this extra stuff from me. I don't need it anymore. I guess we should go grab... I don't know. Yeah, you can buy a whole bunch of things from villagers, obviously, but yeah, you can buy lanterns from librarians, but not all librarians sell them. Just Albert over here. Yeah. So you can buy stuff like glass, name tags. Neither one of my villagers that are librarians actually sell glass, which I find funny, but yeah, you can buy glass, glowstone, lapis, redstone. You know, obviously the farmer sells food. Gary, he sells bells, diamond tools. I did kind of... Gary low-key kind of sucks as a toolsmith, I'm now realizing, because the other day I helped Lauren. She plays on the server that I have. I helped her get a zombie villager and then cure it. And it was we made a handful of them, and one of them was a toolsmith, and I leveled him up the other day all the way to master. And this man had a hoe for sale, an axe for sale, the shovel, and pickaxe. He literally had everything but a diamond sword, which you can't get from toolsmiths. Because you can get an axe and you can get a sword from a weaponsmith. You can get armor from an armorsmith. But I literally did not know you could get 4 of these things from the toolsmith. But yeah, you can buy a lot of stuff from villagers. It's really useful. They seem to be enjoying their newfound space. I'm probably going to go ahead and move this up by 1 though, even though I said I wasn't going to. Oh, sorry. Can I help you? Can I help you? That's what I thought, Ted. They're probably like, sir, where are our doors? We'd like some doors now. Just because it low-key like kind of looks cool, and because I no longer want it in my inventory. It didn't take too long. Honestly, I've mentioned this before because the same person I was just talking about, Lauren, who needed help with the zombie villager, also is like begging to get creative on the server because she doesn't actually like to play Minecraft. Nah, it's just because she's bad. And actually quite a few other people. And it's really funny because I've been trying to explain it to them. If they just get really good at the game, it'll feel like they're in creative. Like, because I can go right now and I can build a house out of gold. I can build a house out of gold and then make the roof diamond blocks. Like, if you're just good at the game, you can kind of just be like, reality can be whatever I want it to be, you know? Like, you really... Like, I've mentioned this as well. Like, with Haste 2 and Efficiency 5, you can literally mine faster in Survival than you can in Creative. Because Creative is instant break, but you have to click on everything. You got so rich from it. Nice. So I've actually been working on, I don't know if you've seen them yet, but I have my librarian villagers. I have a whole group of librarian villagers separated from everyone else. Because I don't know what I was thinking with this location, but basically the idea was I'm going to have an area where I have a bunch of villagers that have been, you know, cured and stuff like that. And it's just going to be librarian villagers, and I can just get a bunch of enchanted books from them. And it'll be specifically so I can basically just get, like, you know, all the enchanted books I could ever need. Well, I also meant to set it up, like, elsewhere so that I could basically do raids here. I was kind of dumb because I didn't even think about the fact that to do a raid, I have to have Bad Omen. And there's no pillager outpost near here, so I should have done it near a pillager outpost. But nevertheless, I have a bunch of villagers, and they're all librarians. Some of them haven't been leveled up because they just became librarians. But the ones that are leveled up have really good trades. Like this guy, Power 5, I chose that one. Because what I do is I get the villagers to become librarians, and I choose exactly one. This one gives me Efficiency 5. I obviously already have a mending guy, but this one gives me Infinity. One of them, I don't know. One of them might give me unbreaking. I'm gonna go get fish for this cat. There's an advancement called, what is it called? Complete catalog to tame every kind of cat. I don't think I have that one yet, because I only have a handful of cats. The creeper farm currently houses 4 cats. And most of them are the same, like 2 or 3 cats. So I need to get more. I know it's a little extra, but I'm going to the fishing outpost. And it's just because I literally don't have stockpiles of fish. I really should have it stockpiled so that I can, like, every time I see a cat, because I do want to slowly, like, X out all of these advancements. Oh, and I'm only, like, halfway with the cats. But high-key, the area that I created for the librarians is a perfect place for getting cats. Because as you can see, like, we got an iron golem in there, even though I don't want them. We got, you know, cats. Even though I didn't think about them. Yeah, I will say 7 blocks for a set of diamond, even with an XP farm, that is quite low pricing. Because, I mean, late game, yeah, it's like low-key kind of easy to get diamond, like, sets of god, like, armor. Because, you know, if you have an XP farm, or if you have a good trade with villagers, like an armor smith, you can just get diamond armor and then re-enchant it. Because obviously the armor smith isn't going to give you great tier, like, great enchantments. You want to get a cat IRL? I had a cat when I was really, really young. She ended up running away when I was like 7 or something like that. But literally, we didn't get a pet until very, very recently after that cat. We got a hamster last year called Teddy. Teddy's dead now. Which, I mean, not to be, like, cynical, but, like, no one in my family cared about Teddy. Except for my little sister, who wanted to get Teddy in the first place. And even she stopped caring about Teddy. And he didn't die from neglect. We're pretty sure he just died from being, like, a hamster. Because hamsters only have, like, a 2-year life expectancy. And we don't know how old he was when we got him. Because we got him from, like, PetSmart or Petco or whatever. So, basically, to end our little short story after fishing, Teddy's dead now. He died while I was at college, and no one cared to tell me, so I'm kind of angry about that. But that's besides... Actually, wait, I should keep these pufferfish. I can make potions of water breathing with these. I don't know why I don't care about them. I can also eat them and just get really high. Yeah, rip Teddy. I don't mean to be mean, but literally everyone stopped caring about him because he's a hamster. Like, people want pets that can, like, do things. Hamsters can't do anything. But basically, yeah, Teddy was pretty chill. What's funny is hamsters, like, vibed to, like, classical music and, like, kind of, like, nice, slow-paced music. So we actually used to play, like, me and my friends, we used to play Minecraft music for him, and he would get playful and stuff like that. Because apparently, nice, simple, and, like, calm music was stimulating to hamsters, like, in a calming and, like, not, like, calming, but, like, kind of, like, a playful way. So apparently they're supposed to get, like, energetic and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, thank you. Alright. Yep, that's a new one. Nice. Anyways, I actually don't need you. So I'll just leave you there. Anyways, after Teddy, we did get a pet very recently over Christmas break. I mentioned him on stream a couple times. His name was Scotch. He's a dog. He's not dead, but we don't own him anymore because what happened was over break, this dog just ran up to us while we were walking around at my grandma's place, and we're like, whose dog is this? We talked to some of the neighbors. Neighbors were like, I don't know. Posted a couple things on Facebook like, hey, come get your dog. No one responded. So like a week after Christmas break, they took Teddy home, or they took Scotch home. We basically were like, I guess Scotch is our dog now. You know, bought him a couple things, started training him because he wasn't like untrained. He was definitely house trained, but like he didn't know how to do like anything like sit, anything like that. So we started teaching him like really basic tricks. And then, like, a couple weeks after I had been back at college after Christmas break, apparently Scotch's owners back in, like, the city where, like, we were visiting my grandma at the time were like, hey, actually, that is our dog. And, like, they were kind of old people, so they were like, yeah, we just didn't see it on Facebook. And it was, like, it'd been a solid month, and we're like, how did you find out? So we sent Scotch back to them. But now, because we had a dog for like a whole month, my sisters are going crazy and they're like trying to convince their parents to get another dog, which I find hilarious. Anyways, I'm gonna commit arson. I'm also lighting this tree on fire in game. Yeah, the arson thing had nothing to do with Minecraft. That's a viable confession. Alright. Put these with our potion stuff, since it's legitimately potion stuff. Oh, we did have a stockpile of fish, just not many. That's cool. Cat. My eyes hurt. I guess I'm gonna get some food and see if I can get our villagers to breed real quick. For some reason, they don't like watermelon or pumpkin or anything like that to eat, so we have to feed them like beetroots and wheat and carrots and potatoes. And it looks like beetroot are my really only grown crops right now, because our wheat's almost done, but not quite. Hello, Mr. Iron Golem, sir. Hey, guys. There's some beetroots. Okay, I actually don't like this Iron Golem being here, because I think he legitimately can slow down that Iron Golem farm. So we might have to kill him. Let me just make sure one's still gonna spawn over here. But yeah, we good. But yeah, as you can see, there's plenty of beds. Yeah. It astounds me how amazing they can make the sunset look in a game like Minecraft. This is without shaders. Oh. I should get shaders at some point, though. Do I have any installed? No. I have like the basic one and the what's called the programmer version, which is the default one that was before the more recent ones. Oh, I should download some. I'm not gonna do that right now, but I should, because if I do, that would be kind of cool. Hey, man. It's funny because I'm getting tired even though it's 8 p.m. But it's because I fell asleep really early yesterday. Because I was up late the night before. Yeah. I'm tempted to do a handful of things right now. One of them is to go and buy more enchantment books from the guys over there, the Efficiency 5 guys. To basically just get more enchantment books to make more god pickaxes. Because it's expensive to make god pickaxes, but it's really easy with like trading, because I can, one, trade for pickaxes, and two, I can trade for enchantments and also shovels, but mainly pickaxes are the ones I'm focusing on today. So actually, let me, whatever, right now I'll just get the unbreaking enchantments, I guess. Oh, I need more bookshelves. Oh, my space. You had to get it up at 10? That's so horrible. I naturally woke up at 5 a.m. today. Get on my I'm not going to be one of those people. I think people who brag about waking up early have nothing else to be proud of. Because waking up early is so insignificant. Unless you woke up early and actually did something, I don't care. If you woke up early and did something, congratulations. Good job. I'm glad you're being productive. But if you're waking up early and not doing anything, it doesn't matter. You might as well just stay asleep. Obviously, you know, it's nice to have a good sleep schedule. But at the same time, like, if you aren't doing anything when you wake up, there's no reason to. I woke up early because I fell asleep super early. And it was not on purpose. No, I wanted to, bro. I wanted to. I tried to. I kept, like, rolling over, and I just couldn't fall back asleep. I got a full, like, 10 hours of sleep already, but it's because I fell asleep at, like, 6 p.m. And it was by accident. It's because I was up super late. So whenever it came to, like, the afternoon, I basically just passed out. Oh yeah, we're getting a bunch of basically free diamond tools from our toolsmith. But yeah, we have... Yeah, we now have... These are all god pickaxes. They have Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, and Mending. And also some of them have Silk Touch or Fortune. So we now have... What is that? 3 here and then 7 here, 10. And we have some that are basically just waiting. I don't know why those are in there. It's a waste of space. Oh, nice. We have a bunch of Unbreaking and Mending books in here. And that's the reason why my enchantment levels were so low earlier. It's because I had been doing a bunch of enchanting last stream. I need to be getting the Unbreaking 3 books out of here. And actually, I'm going to mix the Unbreaking 2 books I have with me. That's how I've gotten most of my Unbreaking 3 books. I've just been trading with that one villager. And I've been mixing the two together. And then mixing the Unbreaking 3 with the Mending 2. Or with the Unbreaking 3 with the Mending. And then, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Go back in there. Okay, we'll walk away so we don't actually have to listen to it. What's in this one? Oh, yeah, we also have these. These are 2 more god books. Oh, we have more than one. Okay. So we have... Oh my gosh, why is it so loud? We have 4 god books. Ah! 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 It's so loud! Who's just blasting? Alright. And then I guess the rest of these are just normal books. I'll just shove these in here and then take these out. These are good books for nice bows, obviously, but that's not what we're focused on right now. I'm breaking down here. Put mending up here, and then I'll put mixes in the middle. Because the idea is to basically just have, because if I put these on any like diamond pickaxes, they make them god pickaxes immediately. No discussion for these books right here. These this book right here makes it good but not fast, which is what we need as well. Squishy thing pen. Under your space bar. So you got like part of the gel tip of like some of the gel tip pens stuck underneath the space bar. Oh wait, no, you're talking about the it's the thing that goes on the outside of the pen that makes it to where it doesn't hurt your hand as much when you write, which is basically just a gimmick because it's honestly kind of useless. Yeah, I get you. Okay, the tip of it. Oh, so it is like the... Okay, so I have a pen right here. It's a normal blue Bic pen. Rubber bits. The tip of a pen with rubber bits. Is it like the end of a pencil with like the eraser? Okay, I have another pen. It actually has the rubber thing that I was talking about on the very top of it, so you don't like rub up against your hand as much. I'm trying to understand, bro. You just aren't helping. Okay. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I don't need to understand everything. Ted, give me books. Thank you for books. Not that. It's irritating. I don't have an axe without silk touch, so I have to break the books by hand, or the things by hand. Hello, Ted. Give me more mending books. Let me check my stock real quick. So I have a good amount of mending books. I have almost the perfect amount. Okay, perfect amount of mending books. I just need 2 more Unbreaking 3 books. Albert. Thank you. And you can just have these. Okay, so I need to go and mix these Unbreaking books. I guess I didn't use that in the end. Whoops. Bye, guys. You just gotta talk to the, you found one on Amazon. You just gotta talk to the villagers like normal people. Hurt ear. Alrighty. You sent me a link to Amazon just so I could understand what you're talking about. I find that hilarious, but also pretty productive at the same time. That's a really long link, bro. Yep, I'll just trust it, whatever. What the heck are these? Oh. You got... Oh, so it's a stylus pen. Yeah. The stylus. I get what you're talking about now. It's all good. Yeah, I actually don't have a stylus here. Because nothing I own is touchscreen besides my phone. Yeah. Where are my books? Books. I guess I'll just go make some books. Come here, cows. Yee. 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 Alrighty, I guess I'll leave some of you for another day. Got more than enough leather. Probably too much, honestly. There we go. Sorry about that whole killing your young and stuff like that. Anyways. It was from a pin lol. Yeah, some pins have styluses on them. Sup, Pokey? Or Poke? Welcome to stream, bro. We're just messing about in Minecraft still. We just came from one of our villager centers to this one, which is our isolated librarians. We're basically just collecting enchanted books so that we can have a bunch of god pickaxes. Why are all the children coming over here? Like, what is the... Did y'all like bully them away from... Whoa, cat, what are you... Whoa! Stop that. Get off. It's disgusting. Anyways. Where's my efficiency 5 guy? I also just remember, he's deathly expensive. It's great. Oh, you don't have a job? You're such a loser. Okay. I guess I'll have to go grab some of my extra emeralds. Don't ignore the sup? Bro, I literally talked to you the second you entered. What is you talking about? Yeah, but we're just kind of vibing in our hardcore world. We were talking about how generating the 1.7 or changing to the 1.17 world might affect our world. Also, I just saw... Wait. 100-day modded. Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff like that right now. I'm tempted to do stuff like that. I actually was mentioning it earlier, but I'm not a huge, like, I don't know if it was Brennan. I think it might have been Brennan, but he mentioned the fact that Luke the Notable tried to copyright the 100 days. No, the Iron Golem killed the zombie villager, didn't he? This is why you're a nuisance to society, bro. I was just about to do something with that one. No. There we go. A dangerous decision for sure. But it, no. Oh my, you are so useless. And that guy has thorns. You're a burden to society, sir. I want you to know that. Jerk. Killed the zombie villager. Come on. Ah. Hey, Rose, you just... I saw a zombie villager. I was going to get another one. We expanded our villager center recently. Oh, hey, villagers. They're still the exact same. We're just gathering enchantment books to make a bunch of god pickaxes because we only have a handful of our enchantment books. God pickaxes, extra pickaxes we're going to turn into god pickaxes. Pickaxes with okay enchantments. You get the idea. I'm just angry at the Iron Golem I just had to kill, though. Lol, same. I feel that. I don't know what it was, but like literally my day was good. I had like a pretty big lunch because our diner was serving it was like this like meat stew. It was amazing, and they like you would mix it with rice. It was awesome. And then obviously like every day they have a burger and tots, so I got that as well because they didn't have much else. So, and I also don't eat like, I don't normally eat like 3 full meals a day. And that's not like a, oh, I have eating issues. No, it's like I literally just, there's no need because I'm not active enough to to burn off that many calories. So I'll normally eat like 1 or 2 meals. And it's also because normally I don't wake up in time to go to breakfast. I like wake up just in time for like my 9:30 class. But I had lunch today, and like right after lunch I was feeling really good, you know. Had been drinking water, so I wasn't like dehydrated or anything. I needed to go grab emeralds. Everything was good. I drank one of the Mountain Dews I had in my room, and like stomach literally felt like it was about to explode. Like I was like immediate stomach ache, and I was like, I just ate, and it's not that I ate too much, because I didn't. And I was like, this must be like the carbonation or something like killing me. Yeah, it was kind of irritating. You're good now, though. Alright, low key, that is not that many emeralds. I used to have like a surplus of emeralds just sitting around because I used to be better about trading with my villagers. Because it used to be like, I had a system, you know? I go in, I talk to Gary, I give him iron. I go in, talk to Spencer, give him melons and pumpkins. Boom, easy. Occasionally I trade for golden carrots just to get some extra ones. That's all, you know? So every like Minecraft day I would go in, get like, you know, a stack or so of emeralds, and I'd be done. And I'm like, cool, yo. But recently I've been kind of, I don't know, lacking in my efficiency with iron. He'll be back in a few months. Okay. Good to see ya. Thanks for checking in. We had a I was showing off the massive amount of gold. Look how much iron we got during this stream. Y'all saw me turn all the extra iron ingots to blocks earlier, so that's all from this stream. But yeah, we had a I had an AFK session over the weekend. It's the longest and only one I've had so far in this world, basically, because it was like literally for 2 days almost. And we got a shulker box full of gold blocks because we have a gold farm now. Hey guys, Gary, thank you. I'll just leave these in here. I used to have like rotten flesh in here, so every time I would come in and talk to Mike, give him some rotten flesh, you know, real simple. So I got a stack and a half now, which is a little bit better. Stack and a half, and didn't I have a couple blocks on me too? Like 4 or 5. What happened to those? Am I like dumb? Didn't I just have them? I know I'm like rocketing like 10 feet, but like, there they are. It's just kind of out of nature now. And also to flex on the fact that I have a creeper farm, even if it's not that efficient. Which is irritating since it's in spawn chunks, it should work. Cow. All we need is a handful of efficiency 5 books. Is that too much to ask for, everyone? Okay. And by a handful, I mean like 9. So realistically, I should probably store these separately, because these already have certain enchantments. That guy's useful. Store them separately as well, I guess. So yeah, we need 10. 1 to add to that, and then 1 to add to all of these. So this guy, off to a great start. We can only afford 3 right now without breaking down our emerald blocks. Perfect. We were able to afford some of them. That's not bad though. We only need a little bit more. Just need to make a couple more trades and we're good. But yeah, and then it's gonna take forever to actually apply these to a pickaxe though, because to mix all 3 of them together, the mending, unbreaking, and efficiency 5, it takes like a solid 20 or 30 XP. And then it takes another 20 XP just to put it onto the diamond pickaxe. And obviously, if I want to add in silk touch or fortune to that, I'll need to 1, get a fortune villager, 2, add it up to the book, which will take another like 18 XP alone. So you know, a little taxing. Spintha. Hello. Thank you. Technically, I only need 12. You can only, most common trades, like iron and stuff like that, you can really only trade 12 times. Yeah. I don't know, I used to carry a, an ender chest with me as well. Yeah, well. That's what I'm talking about. That you see the red sheep that I passed by over there? That's what I mean when I say once you get good at the game, you can basically just play like you're in creative. This is a really slow farm. It's honestly not a bad farm design. It's just that I don't AFK it ever, so it's kind of slow because it would be good if I AFK'd it every once in a while, but I never do. These are also all trash farms because I made them. They're absolutely horrible design. Absolutely disgusting, and the chickens are the only efficient one. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Oh, I just remembered. I could be trading with sticks for our Fletcher right now this whole time. He's not over here, obviously. He's in our Iron Golem farm. Yeah, Iron Golem farm low-key is kind of helpful. Whenever you're desperate for emeralds, you can just go to the Fletcher. No. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Chill Cat. Literal savior. Perfect. Hey, buddy. How you doing? If you don't know what I just did, I turned on my hitboxes with F3 and B. And that was just to ensure that I didn't hit Mike or Chillcat. And it's also kind of useful in cases in which you, for example, have a bunch of items drop onto the ground and you're trying to look for them. It turns on hitboxes for items as well, so boom. Yeah. It's not very crazy, but it's useful in certain situations. Like, for example, the Ender Dragon's pretty easy to tell where his head is, but it's even easier with the hitboxes turned on. So you can just aim at his head and you deal significantly more damage. Chill cat protects the villager center. Yeah, and if you didn't know, the villager center actually is protected by Chillcat in many ways, because for one, whenever he's here, I'm not scared of entering or exiting the villager center. And the reason why I mention that is because if, for example, there's a creeper nearby, Chillcat will automatically scare him off. Because creepers are scared of cats. Because I don't know, they said so. But yeah, that was an experience. I'm glad Mike didn't run off anywhere. Kind of irritated he tried to in the first place, though. I only need a little bit. Oh boy, I might fall asleep early again. It's not even 9, and I'm like, I'm gonna drink a Mountain Dew. Oh, that's a weird thing to join in on, Peter. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see that. It's funny because my YouTube studio is pulled up, and I see the chat on I see the chat on the YouTube studio first. It's on my left screen, and then Streamlabs has its own chat box, and I see that, and then it shows up on the chat box on the screen that y'all see. So like there's a huge delay to what like showed up on the chat box on the screen. But it was really funny because like right as I saw Peter come in, I was just going, so I don't know if he saw that yet. Because there's also a stream delay. I don't know how significant it is though, but welcome to the stream, bro. We're messing around in the hardcore world as always. We've spent the last first off, the first hour was basically me spent doing absolutely nothing useful. About 30 minutes ago, we fixed up the villager center and we made it significantly larger. It's taller and wider now, because I wanted more villagers to breed. And then we also started trading with the isolated librarians that I have. Because I have a villager center off in the mountains, specifically for getting good enchantments. And it's pretty effective. Hi, Spencer. Thank you. And we're basically just working on getting god pickaxes. Because for one, I buy these super trashy pickaxes and shovels. I go and grindstone them. Oh, hello, sir. I'm sorry. Yeah. You get the idea. Just so we can have a bunch of really good pickaxes and shovels. But yeah, we've been working on it. We have like 10 god pickaxes right now. The goal is to eventually have like a shulker box of like netherite, efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, and mending pickaxes. Right now, we can only fill up like a third of a shulker box. We have like 2/3 of a shulker box full of diamond shovels and stuff like that. But they're not god pickaxes yet. I think it's this one. Yeah, this one. So obviously we have our efficiency 5 books. We have our mending books. We have our unbreaking 3 books. These are the books we need. Them all combined. And some of them, I don't know why that's here. And some of them have silk touch. Okay, so I need 2 more for this one, and then I already have 1 book that's combined, but I need 1 more. Sorry, oh my gosh. It's a little hostile right here. Okay, which one of these has the book I want? Hello, sir. Oh, thank goodness. I just went and traded for so long, and I was like, if I'm short on books, I will be so angry. But yeah, this will turn into the equivalent of 9 god pickaxes worth of enchantments, which is helpful since I have 9 pickaxes worth of enchantments, and obviously we have these 2 books which can combine to make 1 more, and then we also have these 4 books which can be put onto a diamond pickaxe right now to make 4 more god pickaxes. So we can just go on and we can go grab a couple more pickaxes and shovels, I guess. I've been buying shovels even though I haven't been using them. Hey Jonas, I don't know why, but your chat got censored. Let me see. Oh, it's because it's in all caps. YouTube has this thing against all caps for some reason, Jonas. It's because sometimes whenever people type in all caps, they're like, oh yeah, they're spamming. So it automatically got censored, but it's there now. We good. We're just working on god pickaxes right now, Jonas, so everything's gonna sound a little extra right now. We also expanded our villagers. Oh my gosh, stop crowding me, Spencer and Ted. We expanded our villager center as well. And this is what I see when I see trades. Look at this. 1. Oh, did I just get 3 extra shovels and 3 extra diamond pickaxes for 6 emeralds? Yes. The peak of capitalism. Alright, spork, spoons. Spoons are my shovels. Actually, I want to grindstone these first. Every time I do my little, like, grinds where I'm just trying to get a bunch more god pickaxes and stuff like that, it's basically just me flexing on everyone. With, like, the ungodly amount of, 1 enchantments and 2 diamond gear I can get really quickly. This is actually a good shovel. His name is... Wait, that's not Spoon. I guess Spoons is in the spoon chest. Okay, You can throw these in here. We're not worried about god shovels yet because we don't really have a reason to be. Yeah. Right now we're just working on our pickaxes because those are so much more valuable once we get them set up. So right here, these are all what would be considered god pickaxes. They all have efficiency 5. They all have unbreaking 3. They all have mending. Some of them have silk touch. I think like one of them has fortune. Some of them don't have anything like that. And then I also have these 3. And then this chest right here, this shulker box, has the books you need to make a god pickaxe. So it has mending, efficiency 5, and unbreaking all the way down. And then this box has a couple that have already been mixed together and some that need to be mixed. I think I'm not gonna... Oh no. Stop. No. Okay, there we go. Why is it still flowing? I'm doing plumbing work. Okay, it stopped. We're good. God pickaxes are lovely. They really are. I'm going to focus on... What was I about to say? Oh, yeah, I know. It's going to take me way too long to mix all of these together, for this stream at least, because I don't want to go for too much longer. We've already been live for 2 hours. I'm going to go back to my little, you know, isolated group of librarians. We're going to get one of them to give me fortune. Which, now that I think of it, I should actually go back. This is the reason why it wasn't a good idea to separate them. I had my reasons. I wanted to make an area for raiding. It's not near a pillager outpost, so I literally don't have it set up to where I can do raids there unless I go find a pillager outpost or get Bad Omen another way. So it's kind of... I kind of did something dumb. With the way I set it up. Because it was set up separately so I could do stuff like raids comfortably with no fear of like things getting killed. But I ended up just being stupid. Alright, so the reason why I wanted emeralds is because we need to be able to lock in the trade as soon as possible. Because if you don't lock in the trade, they might change. So, you know, I could spend 30 minutes breaking and replacing a lectern to get fortune 2 or 3, and then, you know, I look away to go grab the stuff to trade, and then the next time I go and load up his trades, they're just completely different. So what I'm doing is I'm grabbing stuff like paper, emeralds, and books so that I could immediately trade with them, because once you trade with them, it saves and locks in the trade. Because basically how it works is take a villager. Said villager can have his trades refreshed as many times, but once he's been traded with, those trades will not change. Even if he's infected and then cured again, they'll still stay the same, except you might get a discount if you cure him. Well, you will get a discount, but, you know, either way. Yeah. That's basically what we're doing Here's our little villagers. Hello. Hello, good sirs. It's already almost nighttime. Ugh. So there's only 5 lecterns. As you can see, we have 5 villagers. Not all of them are in roles that I've chosen. Hey kids, I don't know why there's so many of you, and I don't know why they're all over here, but I'll separate myself by a good 6 beds or something like that. Hey kids. Alright, what's your trade? Efficiency 5, we want you. What's your trade? Infinity, we want you, and I've already traded with you. Power 5, we want you, and I've already traded with you. Basically, I'm looking for the villagers. This one, he doesn't have that. So what we're going to do is we're going to break these lecterns. I don't know which villager just lost his lectern, but it was one of his. I'm just going to break all of them. It's easier. The villagers that I've already traded with won't lose their trades. They'll just be like, yo, where's my job block? So it would be bad if I hit him or a villager in this case, because I can escape to these rooms, but if I get stuck in here, there's gonna be a problem. Okay, unemployed villager. Hello, good sir. Okay, that one is already, okay, you're literally okay. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to get the guys that are unemployed to look at it. Oh, okay. Nope. Okay, this one just changed his. So I'm going to break this. Replace it. Okay. It's fine if you change which one has which. Okay, same trade though. We're basically going to have to repeat this process until they give me what I want, which is fortune. 2 or 3, it doesn't really matter to me. Depth Strider is cool. Already have it, and another villager already trades it with me. Impaling. Do not have a trident yet. Will set up a drowned farm in the future. Protection like 2 or 3, useless. Literally already have prot 4 and netherite armor. Bane of Arthropods 5. I don't need to kill spiders right now. This is the frustrating part, especially once you have more than one villager in here. I don't know why, but because of where he was standing on the edge of the bed, like, look how much bigger that one looks to that one. I thought they added like a pubescence stage where it was like you have the young villagers and you have the adults, and then in between you have this guy. Low key wouldn't be a bad idea. Hello, yes. Thank you. No. No. One of the first tries I had at hardcore, I ended up dying really early on doing this. You might be like, how do you die early on doing this? Well, very simple. Iron Golem. I accidentally hit the villager that I was trying to turn into a mending villager, and I was in full iron, which it means nothing to an Iron Golem. He basically one-tapped me because he hit me hard enough to where as I fell, I took fall damage and died. So I literally died immediately. Power 5. I already have one of you. Yeah, at this point, I technically already have a fortune guy, but he's in a village that's like 500 blocks away. Or actually even further, like... So the direction I go towards the end is the other direction from here. So it would take too long. I don't know. I'm kind of making excuses, but basically I want to have a fortune guy over here. I already... No. Basically, I'm going to put a guy over here. If I can't get it soon enough, I'm just going to go trade with the fortune guy a couple more times. Because what I basically do now is if I don't have a villager for it, I normally just go and find a random village, get him to have the book I want, and then I trade with that guy. But now I kind of want to set up a system that's a little bit more structured. So I haven't been doing that recently. Yeah. And this is just a villager breeding area. In the future, I plan on basically infecting these guys, curing them, infecting them, curing them, and then dragging them somewhere else with a minecart or whatever, putting them into a little cell block where they basically will never leave that one space, and they'll just sit there infinitely trading with me until I either have no need for them or just feel like killing them. Yeah, real quick though, why is there so many children? Oh my gosh. And some of them are growing up now, so there's even more villagers that are like randomly taking the job. Which is fine, because it doesn't change. Because you can get Fortune 3 first try, you can get Mending first try, all that. It's just you don't always do it. Because it's... if you look it up, they're like... No matter what, technically, there's a small chance you'll get Mending first try every time. The thing is, it's a really small chance because it's like 2%, because you have a small chance to get any enchantment every time. That's the first trade with the librarian villager. And because there's Unbreaking 1, 2, and 3, and Protection 1, 2, and 3, and Punch 1 and 2, and Fire Aspect 1 and 2, and Looting 1, 2, and 3, and Fortune 1, 2, and 3. Because there's all these different types, it can take forever for you to actually get the guy that you want. Because you basically have to cycle through every single enchantment if you don't get it the first couple times. And what's more irritating is it's technically, yes, random, but sometimes the same guy will try and give you the same trade over and over again. And it'll be like, yeah, bro, I don't want Bane of Arthropods. I don't want Silk Touch. Multi-shot. Great. Curse of Binding. So useful. Low-key, I would have a villager on a server with Curse of Binding just because it would be funny. You know, I would use it, put it on pumpkins and stuff like that. Looting 3 low-key isn't bad, but like I actually already have a looting guy. My looting guy is actually one of the guys powering the carrot and potato farm I have. Okay, I'm gonna give it 1 or 2 more times, and then I'm just gonna quit and go to the guy that already sells me Fortune. Having multiple librarians like this, it's always funny because you're like, oh yeah, I have a guy. And you either go to a well-structured villager center or you fly like 4,000 blocks away. Zombie? Zombie? I guess there's a zombie like in a cave underground or something like that. I don't know. It wouldn't be the worst thing ever if they all got infected, because I have the apples and I have the gold to cure them, and I already have weakness potions, so the hardest thing would be making sure they don't despawn. Alrighty, I'm gonna grab a couple more rockets, more emeralds, and then I'm just gonna go and fly to the guy that already sells me Fortune. Because I don't see a good reason to sit here and just keep trading with that, or keep trying with that villager. Oh my gosh, thank you. I thought it broke. If it had actually broken, I would have had to track down my netherite hoe, because I have no idea where it is. It's in one of my storage bins. We just gotta head this direction like 1,000 blocks. It's honestly not super far, it's just I kind of wanted an area that I knew a little bit better. Because basically all I know is it's a village in this direction. And it's not quite as, I guess, organized as I would like it to be. Oh, there it is. I think it's this village. Might be. It's not this one. Okay, I'm thinking of a different village then. Which village is it? It's not this one. I probably wrote it down. So I'm looking for a village that is next to a cliffside, and inside what's called the church or the chapel building is the guy that I have for fortune. Okay. Of course, I don't have it written down. Don't know where it would be then. Well, I do kind of want to get at least like 1 or 2 fortune books this time, so I'll do a little bit of exploring because I'm pretty sure I can find it, because like I said, it's not actually that far, but I'm gonna have to kind of get lucky because I normally travel along like one of the basic like axes, so I normally travel along the X or Y or the X and Z axis, so you know, north, south, east, west, so I don't do a lot of diagonal stuff. So if I go each direction, it should be pretty straightforward. And like I said, it's only like 1,000 or so blocks away. It's also in a plains biome, so bordering onto a cliffs biome. It kind of looks like it's a flower forest, low-key. So we just did east, or we just did west, and we kind of did east. I'm gonna check this direction real quick. Hello. That's our flower forest. I want to turn it into the glow forest. It's one of my projects. It's where we replace part of the tree with like shroom lights or glowstone. Loki, the village kind of looks like this, but it's not this one. So that at night the whole forest lights up. And it should look really cool in the future, but it's going to take a little bit of work because it's one of those projects where it looks cool, like the idea is kind of nice, but it's not going to look cool until it's like a massive amount done. So until I can basically back up and be like, yo, this entire forest is lit up at night, it's not going to look that cool. Okay, this isn't the village I'm looking for, but just I'm going to check the blacksmith just in case there's a okay, nothing good. Why are you all the way out here? He's wearing boots, so we won't. There, actually, he might despawn still. Let me see if he'll pick up an item. So if I can get him to pick up an item, then I can just leave him inside a house and I can come for him like another. Yeah, he's not picking up an item. Okay, well, I'll just leave him as lost cause. You know, not a big deal. He's also kind of far out for me to try and transform him and bring him back. Alrighty. No, it's not as far as the jungle. So it's not over here. This is the most frustrating part about not writing down coordinates. It's because I never remember to write them down. What's even more irritating is I remember going to that village multiple times, and I just don't know which direction I went. or exactly how far. Because if I knew, I don't know, if I knew how far, then I probably wouldn't have to adventure out as far or as much. Because I don't think it's this far out. Let me check something real quick. Because I have a librarian villager over here. Don't want to mess with those creepers. Okay, hey bro. Okay, that's the looting one, Coolio. Because I remember basically looking for specific trades, and one of them was looting. Okay. So, I haven't checked this direction, but I low-key don't think it is this way. Because I literally never travel north for some reason. And I think it's because there's so much spruce this direction. Because if you didn't know, there is kind of like biome blending and like matching of biomes. So as you can see, the spruce woods led into this mountainous area, the snowy mountains and stuff like that. And generally it leads to plains and then into flower forests and stuff like that. Oh, it's this one right here. Okay, it didn't take too many tries. I just had to go in every other direction first. Simple enough, right? Oh wow, there's 2 iron golems to help me. Perfect. So he used to be trapped inside this house, but I distinctly remember basically being like, be free. And now I'm just worried that he might not be alive. I see a villager in there. I don't think it's a librarian villager though. It is a librarian villager. Okay, that might actually be him. Neom. I think how the skeleton got shot and he's like, I don't want to do this anymore. Hey, buddy. I mean, I traded with you, but you are not the one I was looking for. Oh my gosh, punch 1? Kidding me? Whomst? That's a nitwit. Leather worker. Leather worker. It's really funny because a lot of these villages, there's a house. I don't know where it is, but there's a house that specifically spawns with like 3 or 4 cauldrons in the front and 1 inside. And it causes like the entire village to be leather workers. Because every single one of those cauldrons is a job block. And it's like, did you not realize this? Here, I'm going to help these golems out. Okay, go somewhere else now. I mean, that one villager is the most protected man in the history of the world. Hello, zombies. Zombies do this really cool thing where they raid villages. Yeah. Like, you know how there's raids? Well, there's also zombie village raids. Where zombies, where like it's a naturally spawning phenomenon. Where zombies will go, yo, let's mess this village up. And like 30,000 zombies will spawn. Because they're like, yo. That's a librarian. Hello. Sweeping edge. For some reason, I also traded with you. What was I doing? I just have random trades here and there. Okay, I remember blocking a villager in here. But, I mean, I guess he got out now? There used to be a fortune villager. I feel like I did something stupid and killed him. I'll be honest. I don't know for a fact that I did, but it sounds like something I would have done, though. You know, just been like, oh, well, I got the 1 Fortune 3 book that I needed. I guess I'll just kill him off. But I do want to check around first to make sure I didn't do that. Leather worker. Oh, there's the house I was talking about where it's like all cauldrons and everyone turns into a leather worker because of it. Oh, yeah. There's an actual library. I'm pretty sure I stole lecterns out of here. Oh, there's a lectern inside here. That's hilarious. I literally changed the entire village into librarians until I found a librarian that sold me fortune. I actually remember doing some of this. Hello, good sir. Was I stupid with you? Yes, I was. Hello, good sir. Was I stupid with you? Yes, I was. Depth Strider 1. Why did I trade with you? Yeah, you can see if you traded with a villager by, like, basically, like, the XP bar they have. If it's anything below, or if it's anything above, you know, the lowest point on the bar, it means you traded with them. What's up, bro? It's the punch one guy again. What guy was in here? Because he's closest to the area where I left him. Because I last left the fortune guy in here. So it should be done now. Like, he should be close to here. Like, I should have already found him. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have to... This is irritating. I'm just gonna go back home. This was a bit of a fail. I wanted to get a fortune guy. Because, I mean, it's not a big deal. I have a fortune pickaxe. Really, the only reason why I wanted fortune is because I don't want all of them to be silk touch and have, like, one fortune pickaxe. But low-key, that is kind of the best way to do it. Because, I mean, how often do you really need fortune? Silk touch is where it's at. You know, for one, I honestly believe you mine faster with silk touch. It's weird, but it feels like you're mining faster. Oh, here's our gold stash. If you were wondering, we AFK'd our gold farm and we got this. It's a really good gold farm. But yeah, we, I guess we won't get that fortune, but that's fine. I'm basically gonna, I don't know. I'm gonna wrap up stream, but I'm probably just gonna spend like an hour or two watching YouTube. Or, I don't know, something like that. And then just sitting at the XP farm and mixing together all the books and slowly making a bunch of god pickaxes. Because that's kind of the process. As you can see, we ran out of space with our rotten flesh. But it is kind of necessary. I should probably emphasize the kinda. It isn't super necessary to do all of this, but I mean, clout, you know? Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. It's been interesting because I know it's been almost a full week since I streamed, but you know, just kind of wanted to update y'all on a couple things. I looked into the 1.17 update a little bit more, found out that it might not be the end of the world, but at the same time it might be the end of the world, literally for Minecraft at least, because it means I will have to start a new one possibly. And in the event that we do have to start a new one, I don't want to be like yeah, I'm gonna be a little bummed out. But I don't want anyone to be, like, angry about it, you know? Because it's a fun world. I'm glad that we're doing well in it. But at the same time, every world has, like, a bunch of potential to it. There's a bunch of potential. So even if we're not able to, like, fully explore this one and all of the potential to it and all the cool projects we can do in it, we can always take some of the cool projects that we had planned for this one and actually execute them in this new world, so... And also, like... I personally believe the starting of a Minecraft world is the best part of the world. Literally the best part. Like, getting the first bits and pieces together, literally my favorite part. Because when you're, like, struggling to survive in Minecraft, that is the like heart-pounding, most fun time like ever. But yeah, it was a fun stream. We didn't quite get what we wanted to do done. Not that I really had much to plan at the start. We expanded our villager center. Now that I think of it, the new villager that we're gonna get, because I want one more villager to get breeded or cured into there. I want another librarian. We'll just make him a fortune one. That'll make things a little bit easier. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. That's really all I have for y'all today. Over spring break, I'm gonna try doing some editing. I'll probably, now that I think about it, I'll probably eventually finish the Portal 2 series, now that it's been like over a year in time now. And I have a bunch of videos on deck that I need to get to work on, because I have like 3 or 4 hours of Warzone footage. Obviously I mentioned that I want to turn the streams for Skyblock into a series as well. So I have like, 3 Skyblock streams to turn into episodes. I have, 2 hours of independent recording for Minecraft to record into videos. There's just a lot of stuff. And then I also have I don't know. There's a couple things I want to record, a couple of games I want to record and turn into videos, but I just haven't done yet, so. Over spring break, hopefully I can knock out a handful of videos. Because I like the video format, but the issue is I struggle with editing because it's so tedious. Because, one, it's difficult. No denying that. Yeah. Aiden, I was just about to end stream. I'm wrapping up right now, but I mean, you're more than welcome to check out the VOD after the fact, because it's going on my channel anyways. But welcome. But yeah, I hope y'all were able to enjoy. This is basically just me mucking about in Minecraft. We, checked out new. I don't know Russian, bro. Thanks for checking out the stream. Don't have any idea what you're saying though, man. But anyways,